Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is working from home. Recently I was watching one of the YouTubers that I follow and she was talking about working from home. I've been doing it since 1998 and I think I have it down pretty good here in 2019. So I just want to share with you a couple of the advantages, disadvantages, and the things that you have to do to be successful to work from home. First, the advantages. Well, obviously there's no commute. There's no traffic jam, there's no snowstorms, there's none of that. Secondly, the expenses are way down. If you live in the New York area like I do, you don't have to pay for tolls. Tolls are a huge issue here. Gasoline, car repairs, all those other things. You don't lose a lot of time, although we'll talk about time in a little bit. You don't lose time traveling back and forth to work. You know, some people travel up to 2 to 3 hours, and some people are fortunate they only have to travel a half an hour or less. But that's still time that's back in your pocket. And what it also does, it offers you the flexibility to work in a comfortable surrounding that's your own office. And that office you can customize the way you want. You can have things in it that you normally couldn't have in a business office, but you can have your own desk, your own chair, you can have a couch, you can have whatever you want in your office. And that's a big plus. Now with the pluses come a lot of disadvantages. And one of the biggest disadvantages is that you're always at work. And what I mean by that is if your office is in your house is always your office and you're always at work. And people who work from home or work remotely tend to work more hours than those who work in an office. Now there's good parts and there's bad parts about that. I mean, if you want to get a lot of stuff done, I mean, it's perfect, but sometimes people just want to leave early or go and do something, and it makes it a little bit difficult because there's a guilt factor, and there's always somebody that's going to call you at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock looking for something. And if you're not there, they say, oh, well, you know, he's not there, what's he doing? He's goofing off somewhere. The other part is, and it's a very serious part, and I experience this a lot in the 20 years that I've been doing this, is that you sometimes can feel isolated. It's only you in your office. You have no friends nearby. You tend not to go to lunch. You tend to eat lunch 5 minutes, maybe less. You tend to eat at your desk. Now I know a lot of people do that in the office surrounding, but this is something that's every day, 5 days a week. There's never that break before a holiday where you go out with a bunch of people, have some drinks, either at lunchtime or after lunch or whatever. That never happens. Now I know you're not supposed to drink at lunchtime, I got it, but people do socialize and go out and do stuff at lunch. But you'll never have an opportunity to do that if you work remotely and work by yourself. And like I said, your home workspace is your office, but what happens is that your office gets associated with work. So I have a really great office here. I have it set up really nice. I have the latest technology. I have multiple computers, multiple screens, high-speed internet, multiple phone lines. I got it all going on here. But for many, many years, at the end of the week, I would just close the door and walk away. And I would not use my office for anything other than work. And that's something that you're going to have to accept. That if you can put a clear delineation between work time and free time, you might be able to overcome that. I never was able to overcome that. Now to be successful working from home, you have to do a couple of things. Number one, you have to treat going to your home office like you go into the office. You got to get up, you got to take a shower, you got to have a cup of coffee, you got to have breakfast, you got to do those regular things that you would do going to an office. A friend of mine, my next door neighbor, she can't work. She just can't be successful working from home. I called her up one day, I needed something, and it was about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and she goes, I don't know how you do this. I don't know how you work from home. And the first thing I asked her, I said, are you still in your pajamas? And she said yes. She didn't have a routine. She didn't set up a routine. I have a routine. I get up, I take a shower, I have a cup of coffee, cup of tea, I grab something light for breakfast, I go to work. I have coffee time, I grab myself a cup of coffee midday, I break for lunch, whether it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or just eat at my desk. And then in the afternoon, I work through the afternoon, I take a break around 4 o'clock or so. I go back and I finish up around 5 or 6. That's my structured day. And that's the kind of structured day that I would have in a regular office. And it's important to do that at home too. Also, you can't have distractions. You can't wait for the mailman. You can't talk to your neighbor across the street. You can't watch TV. You can't do all those things. Once you come into your office, it's your office. And you can't do those things that you would not normally do in a regular office. Now, of course, you listen to the radio, you do all those things, the internet, and all those other things that we do now. But going to work is going to work, and you have to have the discipline to do that. Now, obviously, the name of this channel is Average Man Tech. And all this wouldn't be possible without the technology, the latest technology. Now, when I started out, we had dial-up modem. We had, regular old, copper phone lines. We had all those things. Now I have, Fios, which is fiber optic here in the Northeast coming in, high speed, 100 megabytes per second internet. Multiple phone lines, have cell phones, that I get tethered to, all those things. You don't need everything. All you need is a space, discipline, and some kind of connectivity. And that connectivity can be through your home internet or through your cell phone, tethering to your cell phone. Now, one of the things I didn't mention that's a really great benefit is because of all this connectivity, and you have connectivity through your cell phone, is that you can go and you can pick up. And you can go to the coffee shop, you can go to the library, you can change your scenery or where you're going to work from. But first you must have the discipline to do that. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm looking forward to your comments down below on how you work from home, how you achieve success doing that. And if you have any suggestions, something that I missed, or maybe something that you want me to address in a future video, please let me know and I'll hit on it. So thanks for watching. If you like it, thumbs up. If you really like it, subscribe. Thank you.